Good morning to all. Last class we have discussed about properties of matter. Today we are going to study another property of matter, diffusion. Diffusion. Okay. Can you tell me the peculiarity of iodine? What is the peculiarity of iodine? Okay. Iodine is a substance that can directly change into gas on heating. That is known as sublimation. That is known as sublimation. Okay. Here is an activity for you. Take iodine in a watch glass. Take iodine crystal in a watch glass and heat. Collect the vapors of iodine in a gas jar. Collect the vapors of iodine in a gas jar and put another gas jar on top of it in inverted position. Look here. This is the vapor of iodine. This is the vapor of iodine. What is your observation? What is your observation? What is the color of iodine vapor? Okay, the color of iodine vapor is violet color. What change occurs or what is the color change occurs in the lower jar? Lower jar. Okay, color fades. Color fades. And what is in the case of upper jar? The color become more denser. The color become more denser. Can you tell me what is the reason? Can you tell me what is the reason? Okay. In gaseous state, molecules get high freedom of movement. In gaseous state, molecules get high freedom of movement. Okay. Next, all of you know that an incense stick has fragrance and its fragrance spread quickly when it is light. Its fragrance spread quickly when it is light. Why the fragrance spread quickly when it is light? Okay, on heating, molecules get or particles get a high freedom of movement and the fragrance spread quickly and the intermixing of particles will happen. The particles will intermix. Okay, the gases spread like this way is known as diffusion. Gases spread like this is known as diffusion. Okay, next. Can you tell me, is there any relationship between temperature and diffusion? Any relationship between temperature and diffusion? Okay, when temperature increases, the diffusion also increases. That means that molecules get a high freedom of movement. Molecules get a high freedom of movement. Okay, next activity. Take a beaker with water. Take a beaker with water and put or add a drop of ink in it. Add a drop of ink in it and compare the diffusion of ink with water and iodine vapor. Compare the diffusion of ink with water and iodine vapor. Okay, you can see that the ink spread in water slowly because water molecules get move from one place to another. Okay, and the diffusion is high in iodine vapor. Diffusion is high in iodine vapor. Okay, next activity is take a glass plate. Take a glass plate and place a drop of ink in it. Okay, place a drop of ink in it and what is your observation? Okay, the ink does not spread on glass plate because the glass plate is in solid state. The glass plate is in solid state and the molecules or particles are very close to each other. The particles are very close to each other. Okay, can you tell me what is mean by diffusion? Can you tell me? Okay, diffusion is the intermixing of particles having freedom of movement. Diffusion is the spontaneous mixing of particles having freedom of movement. Particles have freedom of movement. Okay. Then compare the diffusion in solid state, gaseous state and liquid state. Okay. The diffusion is high in gaseous state. The diffusion is high in gaseous state and diffusion is extremely slow in solid state. The diffusion is extremely slow in solid state. Okay. Then can you tell me example for diffusion? Okay. The smell of hot food. The smell of hot food. Okay. Then next, ripening of fruits. The smell of ripening of fruits. Next, the smell of perfumes. The smell of perfumes. Okay. The smell of petrol or kerosene, etc. Example for diffusion. Okay. Next, we are going to study the topic pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance and mixtures. Okay, you are familiar with the states of matter and properties of matter, and each substance is made up of tiny particles. Now we are going to classify the substances into pure substance and mixtures depending on their nature. Okay, what is meant by pure substances? Or example of pure substance is water. Water is a pure substance. What is meant by pure substance? Okay, substances made of particles of identical nature are called pure substances. Substances made of particles of identical nature are called pure substances. Okay. Example for pure substances are water, H2O means water, carbon dioxide, sugar, common salt, gold, etc. The substances made of particles of identical nature are called pure substances. Next, mixtures. Substances made of particles of different nature are called mixtures. Substances made of particles of different nature are called mixtures. Example, soil, soda water, sugar solution, etc. Substances made of particles of different nature are called mixtures. Okay, look here. First one, pure substances. The substances made of identical nature are called pure substances. Then next, substances made of particles of different nature are called mixtures. Okay, example, gold, water, ice, water vapor, sugar, common salt, carbon dioxide, etc. are the example for pure substances. Next, soda water, soil, sugar solution, salt solution, etc. are the example for mixtures. Okay. Then, a work for you in your textbook. You should classify the substances into pure substance and mixtures in your notebook. Okay. You should classify the substances into pure substance and mixtures in your notebook. Okay. Next, we are going to study the separation of components from a mixture. The separation of components from a mixture. Most of the substance around in your surroundings are in the form of mixtures. In daily life, there are some instances in which the components from a mixture are to be separated. Look some instances. First one, separation of T drug from T. Separation of T drug from T. Which method you select for this separation? Which method? Okay, you select filtration. On the basis of which property you consider this separation? Okay, which property? Okay, the size or the difference in size of particle. The difference in size of particle. Next, the separation or separating common salt from seawater. Separating common salt from seawater. Which method you select? Okay, the method you select is vaporization. The method is vaporization. Which is the property you considered? Okay, the tendency to vaporize. The tendency to vaporize. Next, separating chaff from paddy or husk from paddy. Which method you select? Okay, winnowing. Winnowing, and the property is the less weight, difference in weight. The difference in weight. Next, the separating iron powder from a mixture of iron powder and aluminum powder. Which property or which is the method? Okay, magnetic separation. We select the method is magnetic separation, and the property is magnetic nature. The property is magnetic nature. The important point you consider here is the method selected is on the basis of property of component in a mixture. The method we select for this separation is on the basis of property of component in a mixture. Okay, look here. There is a table for you, and here occasion or separation of mixtures. Okay, first one, some instances are T drug from T. T drug from T. The method is filtration. The method is filtration, and the property we used for separation is difference in size of particle. Difference in size of particle. Next, common salt from seawater. Common salt from seawater. The method is vaporization. Next, the property we used for this separation is tendency to evaporate. Tendency to evaporate. Next, chaff from paddy. The method we select for this is winnowing. Winnowing, and property is difference in weight. Property is difference in weight. Next, iron powder from a mixture of iron powder and aluminum powder. The method is magnetic separation. The method is magnetic separation, and the property is magnetic nature. The property is magnetic nature. You should complete the table in your notebook. You should complete the table in your notebook. Now this is the time to wind up my class. Continue next class.